As winter settles in and temperatures begin to drop, some people turn to alternative heat sources to stay warm. Things like fireplaces, kerosene heaters, and portable space heaters. But the increased use of those devices also increases the risk of fire. We have the Fayetteville Fire Department with some safety tips to help keep you and your family safe.
So different types of heat sources that we see are most commonly is obviously the fireplace and space heaters and gas heaters, mostly kerosene heaters. With the fireplace, our main concerns, making sure that they have a screen in front of the fireplace. This prevents embers and pieces of wood and fire from coming out of the screen. Making sure that they've had their chimneys cleaned and serviced, because if it's blocked, it can cause the CO to come back, everything to be stayed inside the house. We also want to make sure that we're keeping people at least 3 feet away, that we don't have flammables near the heating source, so people aren't getting burned, keeping your children away. The biggest thing is making sure that we put it out. We turn it off or put it out if we're not using it. When we go to bed, making sure we put all the fire out, making sure that when we leave home that we're not leaving our fireplaces burning. With our space heaters, you want to make sure that you're plugging in your heaters directly into the outlet. We don't want to overpower the outlets. So you want to make sure that you're plugging them in directly into the wall, but not a wall that also has a whole lot of extra things plugged in, because that can overpower the outlet and cause a fire. You also want to make sure that they're at least 3 feet away from anything that's flammable, any liquids, any curtains, clothes, and keep your children and pets and things away from your heating source. If you're going to purchase a space heater, you want to make sure that when you purchase one, it has an automatic cutoff in case it does get knocked over. Because we have children, we have kids, and things happen. If it doesn't have the safety feature and it knocks over, it can cause the space heater to overheat. And when it overheats, it can cause a fire. So be sure that when you look at purchasing something, that you purchase one that has safety features included in it. And also, when you go to bed at nighttime, you want to make sure that you turn those off. If you have a kerosene heater, one thing you want to make sure you do is that you fill your kerosene heater outside the home. We don't want to have any spills inside the home where it can be close to your heater and cause a fire. Make sure that you are using kerosene and not gasoline. But also with your kerosene heaters is a gas. It emits carbon monoxide. So you want to make sure that you have a carbon monoxide detector in your home. So if something malfunctions with that kerosene heater and it's not working properly, it's emitting CO. And carbon monoxide is odorless. You can't see it, you can't smell it, you can't taste it. It's very, very dangerous. So those are very important things to have if you're using a gas heater. When you think about using your stove as a heater, it can be very dangerous for a couple reasons. One, you're looking at the idea that someone can get burned. You could forget about it and it can cause a fire. And especially if it's a gas appliance, you also worry about if the pilot goes out, the CO in your home. There's lots of different things that can go wrong with using your oven as something other than cooking. So it's really not a smart choice, and it's really not a safe choice. The best safety tip I can give anyone is to make sure you have working, functioning smoke alarms in your home. For more safety tips, go to fayetteville.nc.gov/fire. We have lots of information, or you can give us a call at the Fayetteville CRR at 910-433-1116 or 1115. We would love to hear from you.
As you keep your homes warm this winter, remember that working smoke detectors are your first line of defense in preventing house fires. Be sure that your smoke detectors are working properly and change your batteries. If you need assistance with installation of a smoke detector, call the Fayetteville Fire Department. They're here to assist. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.